Hi there. Would you like to see how the present perfect simple tense is used in practice? Great. This is how you do it. 1. Watch this video, and before each part, 1 to 10, check if you know all of the words and phrases from the list. 2. If you don't, you can use our Quizlet course to learn them. It is available in 6 languages and it's for free. 3. If you know all of the words and phrases, just listen to the stories. This way, you will practice the present perfect simple tense, vocabulary, and listening skills. These stories come from this book, so if you like books or need the vocabulary lists and stories in a paper form, you can get the book on Amazon. Link in the description. Are you ready? Let's start. Part 1. Present perfect simple. What have you done today? Story 1.
Joanna, 47 years old, Poland. My day has been lovely today. I have spent it with my younger brother Marek. He lives in Belgium with his family, but he is visiting me right now. I have really missed him, so I'm very happy that we can spend a few days together. Today, we have gone for a long, relaxing walk with my dog Candy, we have eaten delicious lunch in my favorite restaurant, and we have watched Steven Spielberg's new movie in the cinema. Marek has even baked homemade pizza for me this evening. I have already eaten 3 slices. I am full, but I might eat one more. It is yummy. I didn't know that my brother is so good at cooking.
Story 2.
Aaron, 35 years old, Canada. I have had a very busy day today. It is only 11 a.m., and I have already done so much. I have prepared breakfast for my daughters Rosie and Claire. I've also helped them choose what to wear to school. My wife Rachel usually does it, but she is on an important business trip right now. I have driven the girls to school, I have done some shopping to make dinner later today, I have washed the dishes, and cleaned the kitchen. I have not even taken a shower or brushed my teeth yet because I have not had time to do it. I have forgotten to make myself a cup of coffee, and that never happens. I simply have to drink coffee in the morning. What a day! I'm so tired. I can't wait for my wife to come back home tomorrow.
Story 3.
Emily, 23 years old, USA. I have had such a stressful day today. My boyfriend Luke has broken his right leg, and he is still in the hospital right now. I have not visited him today because I have had to stay at home with my mom. She is very ill, so I cannot leave her alone. I have done the laundry and cooked dinner for Mom. I have texted Luke at least 10 times, and I have talked to him on the phone twice. I know that he is okay, but I am worried about him anyway. I'm going to surprise him and visit him tomorrow before work. I have baked his favorite banana bread this afternoon and brought it to the hospital. I hope that it will make him happy.
The end of Part 1. Part 2. Present perfect simple. What have you done this week? Story 4.
Camila, 24 years old, Portugal. My week has been very exciting. I have spent it in London with my best friend Melanie. We have not seen each other in over a year, so I'm very happy that we have taken this trip together. We both love musicals, so we have decided to see as many live performances as possible this week. We have already seen The Lion King, Wicked, and Mary Poppins. We have laughed, we have cried, we have had so much fun. We've also booked tickets for Matilda the musical at the Cambridge Theatre. I can't wait to watch it on Saturday. We have done many other exciting things this week as well. We have discovered a few fantastic restaurants, we have seen a fascinating exhibition at the Natural History Museum, and we have done some shopping on Oxford Street.
Story 5.
Ryan, 32 years old, USA. My girlfriend Annie and I have moved into a new apartment this week. We are thrilled because we have waited for this moment for months. We have had so much to do. We have packed our bags and cleaned our old, much smaller apartment. We have officially changed our address, chatted with our new landlord, and met our new neighbors. They all seem really nice. We have invited them to dinner on Friday, but most of them haven't replied yet. I hope that at least a few people will come. Annie and I have also shopped for furniture and some kitchen accessories this week. I hate shopping, and I don't know anything about design, so I have let Annie choose most of the things. She has a much better taste than I do.
Story 6.
Claire, 19 years old, France. I have adopted a little kitten this week. I can't stop looking at her, she is so tiny and adorable. I have always wanted to have a pet, so I'm delighted to finally have her. I have named her Daisy. I have prepared a special place for her in my room and I have bought everything that a cat needs. A litter box, lots of kitty litter, a few different kinds of dry and wet cat food, and some toys. I think that Daisy likes her new home. She has explored every corner of the house and has played with the toys. I want to make sure that she is happy and healthy, so I have taken her to a vet this week. The doctor has said that she is completely fine.
Part 3. Present Perfect Simple. What have you done this year? Story 7.
Iveta, 32 years old, Latvia. This year has been one of the most important years of my life. My partner Ben and I have been together for 13 years, and we have finally become husband and wife this year. I have married my best friend. Our wedding day was in July, and it was really special. We didn't want to have a big wedding, so we celebrated our love with the closest family and a few friends. We have also traveled quite a lot this year. We have been to Spain, Switzerland, and Iceland. I have learned how to ski, and I have tried skydiving for the first time. I am scared of heights, so I can't believe that I have actually jumped out of a plane. That's crazy. So many amazing things have happened to me this year. I am very grateful.
Story 8.
William, 25 years old, USA. I have unfortunately lost my mom this year. She has died of lung cancer. I have to say that losing her has been one of the most difficult things I have ever experienced. My mother was a wonderful person. She always had time for me, even when she was very ill. I don't know what I would do without my family and friends this year. They have supported me so much and have shown me so much love. My best friends Becky and Kevin have cooked dinners for me so many times, and they have taken care of my dog Jackson for a few months. They are the best. They have really helped me feel better. I'll always miss my mom, but I hope that next year will be easier.
Story 9.
Chelsea, 37 years old, Spain. My life has changed a lot this year. I have moved to Madrid, and I have started a new job. I haven't lived in such a big city before, so it was challenging at first. When my plane landed in Spain, I was so scared. Luckily, living here has been great so far. I expected it to be much harder than it really is. Many people speak English, but I have started learning Spanish too. I want to be able to communicate with my colleagues at work as easily as possible. I have also decided to learn how to dance this year. I have already attended a few classes, and I love them. The teacher is great, and I have made 2 new friends.
The end of part 3. Part 4. Present perfect simple. I have just. Story 10.
Alessandra, 42 years old, Venezuela. I have just received some wonderful news. My younger sister Karina has just called, and she has told me that she has just gotten her very first acting job in Los Angeles. She has always wanted to be an actress, and now her dream is coming true. I am so excited for her and proud of her. Her agent has just emailed her to inform her that she has won an audition for a role in a new TV series. Of course, she has accepted the offer. She has already phoned her boyfriend and our parents to tell them about it. The producers of the series haven't shared any details with her yet, but they have said that they will call her again next week. I can't wait to watch my sister on TV.
Story 11.
Mike, 37 years old, USA. I have just met an old friend from primary school. I haven't seen him in over 30 years. I know that it sounds funny, but he hasn't changed much. I immediately recognized him when I saw him in the supermarket. He has just returned to Chicago, and he is looking for a house here. I work as a real estate agent, so I have offered to help him. We have arranged a meeting in my office tomorrow. We will probably go out for a drink later. I have just promised to take him to my favorite bar in town. He has just given me his phone number, so I think I will call him later this evening to talk a bit more. I am glad that he has come back to our hometown because I have really missed him.
Story 12.
Hiroshi, 54 years old, Japan. I have just realized that it is my wife's 50th birthday today. I cannot believe that I have forgotten about it. I have just texted our daughter Aiko to remind her about it. She has just replied that she has already sent birthday wishes to Mom. It looks like I am the only person who has forgotten. I feel so bad now. I have just ordered a cake from a local bakery. I hope that it will arrive before she comes back from work. I have also tried to book a table at a new sushi and ramen restaurant, but all the tables were already booked. I have just decided that I will cook dinner for my wife at home. I hope that she will not be upset that I have not bought her a gift.
The end of part 4. Part 5. Present perfect simple. I have just. 2. Story 13.
Sophie, 26 years old, Austria. I have just finished working on a very important project at work. I'm a young architect, and I have just designed a spacious, modern house for a family of 4. I'm very excited because it is the first project that I have completed on my own. My clients have shared a lot of ideas with me. I have carefully considered all of them, so I hope that they will be satisfied with the result. I have just emailed them a few photos, but they haven't responded yet. I think that I will call them just to make sure that they have received the email. Oh, never mind. I have just gotten a reply. The clients love my project. They have just recommended me to their friends as the best architect that they know. I could not be happier right now.
Story 14.
Anton, 43 years old, Slovenia. I have just made the most delicious meal. Well, to be exact, I have almost finished making it. It will be ready in about 90 minutes. I have really surprised myself because I rarely cook anything. I found a recipe for vegetarian lasagna yesterday. It seemed very easy to make, even for someone like me, so I decided to try it out today. I have boiled the lasagna noodles, I have cut one onion and some garlic into small pieces, and I've chopped some mushrooms and spinach. I have also prepared the tomato sauce. I have just tried a little bit of it, and it is so tasty. I have just put the lasagna together, and it is in the oven now. All I have to do now is wait. I have just invited my neighbor Alyaj for dinner. I hope that he will like my lasagna.
Story 15.
Gianna, 18 years old, Italy. I have just spent a lovely afternoon with my Aunt Helena. I have not seen her in 6 months, so I have really missed her. We are very close to each other, she is like my second mom. I couldn't see her because I went to Norway for 6 months to study there. I have just come back to Italy, and she is the first person that I have visited. I haven't even phoned my parents or my sister yet. I will do it in a moment. Aunt Helena has given me a huge box of my favorite almond cookies. I have told her that I'm going to give at least a few to my sister, but I have already eaten most of them.
The end of part 5. Part 6. Present perfect simple. I have never. Story 16.
Christine, 17 years old, Australia. I have never applied for a summer job. Most of my friends have worked in cafes and fast food restaurants, or they have taken people's dogs for walks to get some extra money in the summer. I have never even been to a job interview, but I have just seen an interesting job offer in a local newspaper. A young couple is looking for a babysitter for their 2-year-old daughter. I have never worked as a nanny before, but I have always loved children. I have looked after my nieces and nephews many times. I have played with them, I have fed them, and I have changed their nappies. My sister and her husband have always said that I am very good at it, and they have never complained. I think that I will apply for this job. Wish me luck, please.
Story 17.
Paulina, 14 years old, Russia. I am taking part in a dance competition for the first time this Saturday. I have never performed in front of a large audience, so I am very nervous. I know that my family and friends will be there to support me, but I am still stressed and worried that something may go wrong. My dance partner and I have never competed with other couples before. We have trained so much for this event that we are both very tired. I have never trained this much in my life. I have already chosen my dress, and I have also borrowed a silver bracelet from my friend Luba. She says that it has always brought her luck, so I hope that it will help me too.
Story 18.
Timothy, 56 years old, USA. I have never traveled abroad. There are many places that I have always wanted to visit, but I've never had a chance to do it. My parents didn't earn a lot of money when I was a kid, so we never went on vacation together. I have also always been afraid of flying, so that makes going abroad quite difficult. To be honest, I have never even been to an airport. I know that many people don't believe me when I say it, but it is true. I have promised myself that it is finally going to change this year. I have already started planning a trip to Canada. I haven't booked plane tickets or a hotel yet, but I'm going to do it soon. I have never skied before, so I would love to go in the winter and learn how to ski.
The end of Part 6. Part 7. Present Perfect Simple. I have never. 2. Story 19.
Pedro, 20 years old, Brazil. I have never been on a date. I have always been too shy to talk to girls. I just don't know how to behave when I meet a girl that I like. My best friend Carlos has given me advice many times, but it has never worked. I am just not as confident as he is. I have always worried that I might never find a girlfriend. I don't want to be single forever, so I have decided to attend a speed dating event in Sao Paulo this Saturday. I don't usually enjoy chatting with strangers, but I really want to meet someone. I'm quite nervous because I have never done anything like this before. I have just asked Carlos to go with me, but he has refused to help me this time. I am a bit angry at him, but I won't tell him that.
Story 20.
Ursula, 42 years old, Germany. I have never organized a party before. It is my husband's 45th birthday next Friday, so I'm surprising him with a party. He has no idea that I'm planning something. It has been quite hard to keep it secret because we always tell each other everything. I have never hidden anything from him. I can't wait to see his reaction. I think that he will be shocked. I have already planned a menu for the evening. I want to prepare some of his favorite dishes. I have never baked a birthday cake, so I have ordered a chocolate and caramel cake from a new bakery in our town. I hope that it will taste as delicious as it sounds. I have already designed and printed invitations, but I haven't officially invited anyone to the party yet. I will probably do it tomorrow.
Story 21.
Isaac, 90 years old, Malta. I have never used a computer. Most people cannot imagine life without computers today, but it is completely natural to me. When I was young, personal computers simply did not exist. The first personal computer, PC, was invented in the 1970s when I was over 40 years old. I have never been interested in computers, and I have never really needed to use them. My grandchildren have tried to teach me how to send an email so many times, but I have always failed. It is much easier for me to call someone. I like writing and sending letters too. I think that it is much more personal than sending an email. In my opinion, young people spend too much time on the internet nowadays.
The end of Part 7. Part 8. Present Perfect Simple. How many times have you? Story 22.
Annika, 34 years old, Belgium. I have been to Sydney at least 10 times. I go there every time I come to Australia. It is one of my favorite cities in the world. I love cycling along Bondi Beach in the mornings. There are many stunning beaches in Sydney, but I love Bondi the most. I'm an amateur surfer, and I cannot even count how many times I have surfed there. So many. I have taken a golf class at Bondi Golf Club once, but I definitely prefer surfing to golf. If you ever visit Sydney, you must go to Bondi. You should also explore the city by boat. I have sailed in Sydney Harbour twice, and I highly recommend it. I have to mention my favorite restaurant in the city as well. It is called St. Peter. I have eaten there 5 times. It offers the best seafood I have ever tried.
Story 23.
Marta, 26 years old, Poland. I've had such a lazy morning. My alarm clock has rung 6 times, but I haven't gotten out of bed yet. I don't have to go to work today, so I'm going to lie in bed for as long as I can. I'll probably read Margaret Atwood's newest book. I've already read it once, but it is so fascinating that I want to read it again. When I finally get up, I'll make myself something yummy for breakfast. I feel like eating coconut oatmeal today. I have already cooked it 3 times, and I love it. After breakfast, I may go for a walk. I have heard that a new museum has just opened in my town, so I might go there. My friend Damien has visited it twice, and he is very impressed by it.
Story 24.
Benjamin, 45 years old, USA. I have taken part in different competitions and lotteries so many times, but I have never won anything. I have bought lottery tickets more than 100 times, and I have not won $1. Maybe I am just extremely unlucky. It is very frustrating, but I am going to continue trying. I have also taken part in a local singing competition 4 times. My biggest success was taking 4th place last year. I know that I am not the best singer, but I think my singing is decent. I enjoy performing, so I'm going to keep doing it. I want to run a marathon this year too. I have already run a half marathon once. I just love trying new things, and I never give up.
The end of Part 8. Part 9. Present Perfect Simple. Since. I have. Story 25.
Richard, 49 years old, Canada. I passed my driver's test 30 years ago, but I haven't driven a car since 2013. I had quite a serious accident while I was driving home from work in May 2013. I had to spend nearly 2 months in the hospital. When I finally came back home, I was too scared to get into a car. I avoided it as much as I could. I'm not that scared anymore, but I still don't drive. I only travel by car as a passenger. My wife Lisa and my daughter Ruby are excellent drivers, so they have driven me everywhere since the accident. Ruby has had her driver's license since last September. She doesn't have much experience, but I allow her to drive my car. She is very calm and careful.
Story 26.
Catherine, 54 years old, USA. I have lived in San Francisco since 1999. It is such a great city. I have always wanted to live here. I'm a psychology professor, and I have worked at the University of San Francisco since the beginning of 2002. Since January 2002, I have taught more than 2,000 students. I have also written many scientific papers, I have published 5 books, and I have signed thousands of documents. I really enjoy teaching, but it is not my only job. Since August 2002, I have also worked at my own office. I have had hundreds of patients, and I love helping them solve their problems. On the weekends, I usually spend time with my friends. This weekend, my sister Sarah is visiting me. I'm really excited because I haven't seen her since December 2020.
Story 27.
Claudia, 30 years old, the Netherlands. I have been a vegetarian since 2011. I haven't eaten any meat since April 2011. I have noticed that I have been much healthier since then. I have also had much more energy. When I was a teenager, I used to eat a lot of meat and fast food, and I also used to smoke cigarettes. I know that it wasn't good for me, but I was young and stupid. Many of my friends smoked, so I did it too. Of course, I had to hide it from my parents. I haven't smoked since 2012, and I'm sure that I will never do it again. I also haven't drunk any alcohol since 2016. I don't miss it at all. I have never been healthier and happier than I am now.
The end of Part 9. Part 10. Present Perfect Simple. Since. I have. To. Story 28.
Olga, 28 years old, England. My life has changed a lot since I moved to London 6.5 years ago. I have lived here since June 2016. I have found a dream job, I have made many friends, and I have met my husband Christian since then. Christian and I have known each other for almost 5 years, and we have been married since August 2021. We met at an Italian restaurant in Soho in early 2017. He has worked there as a chef since 2012. My friend and I ordered his favorite dish, so he came out of the kitchen and served it to us. I think that was love at first sight. We smiled at each other, and we knew that it was something special. He gave me his phone number, and we went on a date a few days later. We have been together since that date.
Story 29.
Anna, 22 years old, Hungary. My friend Mila and I haven't talked to each other since last week. We rarely argue, but we had a huge argument last Tuesday. I lent her my favorite earrings 2 weeks ago, and she told me that she lost them on Tuesday. She doesn't understand why I am upset. She says that they were just earrings. To me, they were not just earrings, they were the first gift from my boyfriend Jacob. She has apologized to me twice since Tuesday, but I haven't accepted the apology yet. Mila and I have lived in the same apartment since 2018. I like living with her, but she can be very annoying sometimes. She has borrowed my clothes many times without asking, and she has destroyed some of them. That is why I am so mad at her. I can't accept this kind of behavior anymore.
Story 30.
Peter, 35 years old, USA. I have dreamed of being a fashion designer since I was 5 or 6 years old. When I was a little boy, I used to make costumes for my dolls and teddy bears. I also loved dressing up with my friends when they visited me. When I was 20, I decided to move to New York City to study fashion at the New York School of Design. New York has been my home for 15 years, and I absolutely love living here. It never gets boring because it is the city that never sleeps. There is always something to do. Since I finished my studies in 2008, I have worked for 3 famous designers, and I have designed costumes for Broadway stars. I have also owned a small boutique since 2015. I'm delighted that my dream has come true.
The end of Part 10. Great job completing all of the stories. Well done. You've practiced the present perfect simple tense, vocabulary, and listening skills. Remember to review the words and phrases you've learned. Try to review the vocabulary every day. Even 5 minutes per day will make you better. And continue learning with our stories. Here are some that you might like. Happy learning.